Fair enough. So, yeah, in case you needed more confirmation, there's that in it. And allegedly, Zinchenko has said goodbye to his teammates already, people, as you would imagine, as he's left their base. What's this? Allow me with the cookies, man. Off thing. Mikel Arteta has previously said we're not finished. I mean, we've seen these rumours yesterday, but that Paqueta could be available for 34 million. If it can be done, we'd like it. Akanji, I only started knowing about him because of this. He played against United for Basel. Since then, he's not developed. He's always linked with big clubs. I mean, definitely, if you're going to bring in a centre-half, it shouldn't be him. He's fucking shit. I'm not going to lie. Pardon my French. Not good enough, really and truly. That's probably just paper talk. We all know Zinchenko is the one. So, yeah, it's seeming a bit boring. Allegedly, David Ornstein has said the key decision makers at Arsenal are essentially all in on him. When you talk to people around this situation, they make clear there may need to be a departure first for Tielemans to come in. So that's one that we've got to play the waiting game, I guess. And then you could see here, well, you can in a second. Allegedly, Edu is fully convinced that a move for Leicester midfielder Yuri Tielemans would be a great option for us next season. And, you know, at this point, we know we like the guy a lot. We know he's lit. We know he's got 12 months left on his deal. We're at where we're at with him, innit, really. I'm not going to get bored on that. Once again, Arteta has said he wants to maintain a winning run in Orlando. Really, we should save that for later, people, because we will be doing that later. Tielemans delivers forward message on his Leicester future. What has he said? Preparing for the new season. These clickbait cunts. And what's all of this? Again, hopefully it lets us read this, people, because the Telegraph like you to subscribe. Well, you know, Brendan Rodgers has been unable to bring in players really and truly. I'm just skipping for, you know, if you support Leicester, that's great. Leicester wants some decent players. Noni could be a great signing from PSV. Levi Cole would be a fantastic option from Chelsea. But where Tielemans is, Tielemans remains a target for Arsenal, with Mikel Arteta the main driving force behind the move, but they have still not made their play, with only tentative interest at this stage from Manchester United. Arsenal are not in any rush. Tielemans has delayed signing a contract extension and is understood to even be reluctant to sign an extension if he does not move this summer. So, yeah, people, it is what it is. As we know, they're trying to get a bunch of players gone. You know, it is what it is. So, Leicester, deal with what you're dealing with. I mean, I'd love to be able to sign, you know, Maddison. Apparently, Leicester having to consider offers for players they would ordinarily want to keep, such as Maddison, Kelechi, Iheanacho, and Cassange. I mean, Cassange could be a shrewd addition for a decent price. Can play left back and right back. I would love Maddison, but we've already got a congested midfield. It doesn't seem that we ever were in for him. I know last summer, Richard Garlick, it came out, leaked something to kind of take interest away from stuff. I mean, I don't know, English thing. I don't know what's going on here, but apparently there's an agreement close for Marcelo Flores. Apparently he'll go to Oviedo on loan. The 18-year-old could do a lot worse. You didn't get to make your debut. I don't quite think you're good enough to play regular football for Arsenal today or tomorrow, but I do like him a lot, and I think Spain or Holland would have been fairly suited to your game plan. And I hope you do well. You know, hopefully you can play senior football, maybe even force your way into the Mexican World Cup squad, really and truly. I don't know if he'll make the grade at Arsenal, but I do think we should give the lad a chance. And yeah, man, go and play senior football. A lot of you should, you know. Amari's left permanently. Don't know if he'll get senior football at Chelsea or go out on loan, but he should be pushing to play senior football. There was a Reading loan. Flores is obviously leaving temporarily. You'd imagine Aziz does. Don't know what happens with Patino, but if you get congested midfielders, if I was Charlie, I'd push the boat out to go on loan. Norton Coffey, you was given a taste of it at Lincoln. Go out and play football. Balogun the same. Anyone else the same as well. So shout out to the young bull as well. Hopefully Marcelo Flores can do his thing. According to reports, the odds are increasing that Tielemans will actually stay at Leicester this summer, even with Arsenal being big admirers of him. He's rated at 30 million, people. So we'll have to see. What's this mean? Well, I mean, I could go and find that article, but I think we've slightly read it already, haven't we, people? So, yeah, that's kind of just reiterating what we already know. What's this? Smith Rowe's revealed that Mikel Arteta even trash talks at bowling. I mean, you'd imagine him to be competitive, people. And obviously, apparently, Smith Rowe is a doubt for the season to start, which, again, you don't want that, especially for our key players. He said, I can't wait. I grew up in Croydon. I've been to Chessington, World of Adventures, Fort Park and Alton Towers. I love it. Okay. I really like bowling. We went Germany and I won. Me and the gaffer were going head to head because we were on the lanes next to each other. I was surprised, to be fair, to see how competitive he was. Arteta was even trash talking was even trash talking. It was funny. That's big up you, man. He said, I have good people around me. They always keep me happy, and I just like to spend time with them when I go through these hard times. Big up Smith Rowe. I'm quite strong in the head, so I really never let injuries get to me. And that's what you need, man. You can't believe the hype. You can't believe all the critics. You're never as good as you think you are. You're never as bad as you think you are. You keep that in life. That's what I try to do anyways. You should be all right. Big up yourself, Smith Rowe. New deal, number 10 shirt, England cap. Now, can you go on and do it? Can you do better? Can we see more of a full season? Because Saka looked burnt out. Saka kept it going right into the end, really. You kind of went disappearing in the last 6 months of the season. I look at, bro, you're of Southampton, and you're probably the second half of the season mishaps, really. But we love Smith Rowe, man. Oh, I do, significant game time. Players at 8 one day, 10 flanks. You play a lot, you get your assists. I still don't think you'd get in the England squad, but you could for a World Cup, but you could force it. I can obviously be proud of myself and I can be happy with it, but at the same time, I've been unfortunate. I think it's every kid's dream to play in a World Cup. Of course, when I do come back, hopefully I can get as many minutes as possible to show what I can do, and then we'll see. He then said, I didn't really get many assists last season. That is one factor I'm going to try and improve this season. You're wearing the 10. Ozil's had that. Odegaard could have had that. Bergkamp had that. You need to pattern. We kind of spoke about this already, but he said, studying, watching games and clips, seeing where I should have passed, or the timing of my passes, and where I can create more chances. Obviously, not just me, watching other players in the league. And he said the usual suspects: Kevin, Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, as you should, really. And he spoke about how he always talks about eating and that. Long story short, he spoke about cutting out them sort of things there and chocolate and things. And, you're that now. You have to give your life to this. He's obviously spoke on helping players settle in. And he said Marquinhos doesn't speak good English, but he's a good lad. And you want to see the new players integrating very, very quickly in it, really and truly. So, yeah, man. He then spoke on Saka, obviously, with the racist abuse and all of these sort of things. Pardon me. I've grown up with him. I've known him for a long time, so for him to come through it, it's no surprise to see how strong he is at such a young age. His maturity is ridiculous. I'm happy for him, and long may it continue. Amen, my brother. And what's going on here? Aaron Ramsdale's been speaking. My guy, one of my favorite players in the Arsenal squad, really and truly. I don't know why, but I like this guy a lot, man. We're bringing in players who are hungry and young like we did in the previous summer, but we're also bringing in winners as well. I mean, he couldn't win by himself. He could be as big as a winner as he is. Everyone needs to buy into what they're doing, innit? But we're also bringing in winners as well. We've done it at this level. Everyone who's coming in has raised the level. And if anyone else can come in and raise it again, it's only going to benefit us. On Jesus, he said he's a great guy. He chats with everyone and he always has a smile on his face. And I see that with Jesus. You see him in a buggy with El Nene and a couple of other randomers. Then you see him with the Brazilian lads. Seems sort of fitted in really well, really and truly. He's got an amazing talent. He also knows how to win, so I've been trying to pick his brains. He's not going to change everything at this club in terms of winning things, but if he can take 1% of his mentality and how he plays, then it's only going to benefit us. Amen. He then said every disappointment can be a learning curve. It's how you get out of the best out of that situation. You have to learn, because it didn't have to be missing out on top 4 completely. There was lessons we could have learned mid-season before we played certain teams, but no point crying over spilt milk. You need to learn, innit? I was very hard-headed in school. Do you know how many times I would get in trouble and not learn and not think of certain things? But then you have to realize, you have to go through certain things, and the penny has to drop for all of these players, like in life yourself. Can be a new learning curve this season with European football, which is something not everyone in the squad has had before. Lol. There were positives to take out of last season, but it was a disappointing end for us. We're over that now, and we're looking forward. He said we're in the Europa League to win it, so lifting that trophy and getting into the Champions League would be a great season for us. Getting into the Champions League has got to be the aim at the start of every season. I don't want to hear nothing else then. I don't want to hear nothing else. Xhaka has spoken about winning the Europa League. You have spoken about that. Odegaard has spoken about that. Mikel Arteta, I don't know what he has or hasn't said, but anything less than top 4 and a Europa League final is failure. Now, we can adjust it. Certain things happen in the season. But yeah, man, it is what it is. And obviously, I think we've already covered these Hayes' comments. Oh, no, we haven't. We haven't. I think we covered them bits at the beginning. He said, so that I've also counted, I have this challenge of winning, coming to a club that haven't won a league for a long time, and that has been improving every year. The decision was very important. Well, I believe it's not a redemption because I'm still in the same league, country environment, and in an environment where there are many young players, everyone talks, everyone laughs, everyone has fun together. There are Brazilians, there's Mikel, there's Edu, there are people from the staff that I've also worked with. So this is very important. The way the players welcomed me here is also very important. It counted a lot. And well, I'm happy to be here and for the start of this preseason. And I believe that it is still nothing of what is to come. Inshallah, inshallah. Apparently, we're looking at Gavido. I mean, if you could, yeah, but he's going to cost more than Lisandro Martinez. I still think he's incredibly clumsy, and he's shown that in the Europa League, and he's shown that in Europe, and he's shown that in the Euros. But there's a lot to like. He's a left-footed centre half. He's a Croatian lad. Croatian are making talent. Good left footer, confident on the ball. As I said, Bozo gene, very clumsy, but there's stuff to like. I just don't think we're going to go out there and buy him. But we've been linked with Gavido. Of man are saying 80 million, blood. So there you have it, really and truly. Yeah. And you can see compare once he gets on the ball is when his danger starts to begin. He sits in the 97th percentile for progressive passes. As I said, he's a very good passer. He's clearly good at bringing things forward. He's quite high for interceptions, but concentration is where he kind of struggles for me. So that's that. That's for later. So I think with that, I think that's Arsenal transfer news done there, people. Let me spin the block on Google. But unless it's Tielemans, Zinchenko, the occasional stupid link, I don't think we're getting anything. The articles are coming out about technically better than Kevin De Bruyne. I don't know if Zinchenko is technically, in terms of his technical ability, better than Kevin De Bruyne. I'm here to entertain the cap, but you're moving absolutely bad. Did it like this? It's a lie, really. Quite frankly, it's just 100% cap, 100% BS, really and truly. Almost 300 likes. Keep running that up, people. Again, I don't know if these are anything credible, people, but as you can see here, Arsenal striker Balogun attracting Bundesliga interest. That could be playing in a top 5 league. Why not? It's better than playing in the Championship. But I'm not against him going back to Middlesbrough. 21 years of age, you need minutes, man. Go out there and get them. In my opinion. If you haven't hit the like button, unexpected high bills due. Don't forget, people, hit the like button on this as well. He's been linked. So, yeah, Balogun's been linked with the Bundesliga. Hopefully, he gets a loan that plays him a lot of games. Marseille are ready to drop plans for Tavares. As you know, we've been unable to come to a situation. So, you'd imagine we see some progress with some departures now with Zinchenko, whether that's finding a permanent or what I assume a loan home for Tavares, picking up a loan fee, and obviously addressing the futures of, find a good home for Balogun, find a good home for a couple of the young players, find permanent homes potentially for Ainsley, Nelson, Pepe, Torreira, Bellerin, Leno, Marie, the list goes on, and there's probably hella forgotten dons at the football club, people. So, yeah, it is what it is in that regards. So, yeah. What else have you lot been saying, man? As I missed you lot. Are you confident in Ramsdale? I like Ramsdale. I mean, he was overperforming at the start of the season, and I think it doesn't surprise me when he had a bit of a wobble because he was doing that at the start. We know his positioning is shaky. We know sometimes, even though it's not his fault, he could have done probably a bit better. We know his positioning and when he comes off his line or not coming off his line. We know sometimes the near post. He's a 23-year-old keeper. He's done nothing in the game. Yeah, he's got a good, he's been about, and I think he's a better keeper than I thought. Definitely better with his feet. But we're not signing Buffon in his prime or Cassius in his prime. And he has played through injuries. I like Ramsdale a lot. I don't, obviously it's easy to like him. He's larger than life character. He's a bit more old school in terms of mentality for me. It's easy to gravitate towards him. Him or Tierney would be my captains, really, if I'm honest with you. A left field choice would be Gabriel. I understand why Odegaard's the captain, but I just would like us to go back to basics, more conventional captain. But yeah, I'm convinced in Ramsdale, but needs to develop, man. I normally just go on Twitter and type in Arsenal versus Orlando. I blame the refs. There's definitely a Xhaka bias, and where Arsenal need to move away from that. But there's many reasons as to why we can't just look at refs, bro. I mean, when I used to play for Boardwater Farm, we used to benefit from it. But when I left, when you play Boardwater Farm, if you took the lead, Classford is going to start cheating. He'd probably cheating to this day. Big up Classford. He is going to play until Boardwater Farm score or whatever. You know what they're on. Pepe needs game time. He has prospects. All right. It is a big season for Martinelli. Our mentality is our weakness. I know you don't like the speculation thing, but apparently Xhaka has it in his contract that he has to play 35 games. Kind of makes sense. I don't think anyone, if he does, then Arsenal are duds. I don't think any player can sit there and say, I can play 35 games. You know, I think rightly or wrongly, the managers are playing him for that. That would, if that is true, crazy. Carlos Soler would be lit, man. It would be lit. Hey, DG, great show. If Arsenal should sign Tielemans as well, how confident would you be for the season? A lot more confident than last season, but ultimately, I'd still think we would falter because the biggest change I want to see is something that I can't say I can see until probably February, April next year. And that's the mentality. Bad things are going to happen. Points are going to be dropped. Bad days at the office. It is what it is. But too often than not, there's not many times when Arsenal are faced with adversity and we come out the other side and react to setbacks well enough. And you need to be able to do that. Really and truly, like in life. I don't think Xhaka is bad. Eddie putting in work. I shout Statman Bainesy. We need to get. I think I aired you. You know, I just remember. I think I aired you. We need to get that show going, man. Make it a fortnightly thing or something. Shout out Bainesy. Thought you was done with Twitch, lad. Why Cedric? I don't know, man. Cedric is like 5 foot bare. Funny seeing him try to beef, man. Hey, man. 9 times out of 10, them short bad are the ones you got to look out for, blood. It's all Banduli. Martial hype. He scored again. Hey, man, you lot United fans, pardon my language, man. Piss off with that Martial shit, man. You lot go over to Statman's thing and do all of that, man. Like, or wait till 3 p.m. where we can talk more natural football, man. Hey, Kanji's a bum, blood. I'm not on that. I can't lie. I'll be very upset if we sign their Kanji. This guy's class, bro. I don't think some of us don't realize how good Zinchenko signing is. I think he will push Tini for the left back spot. He suits our play, the way he attacks in the left, go outside or cuts inside, has good delivery. All right, bro. Keep smashing the like button, set your notification bells and all of that good stuff. Do not forget, people, you know, in the AM stupid o'clock, someone unblocked my man. We did him dirty. Well, in fact, he was spamming, but, you know, I'm wrong. You're wrong 50%. We'll be live again, people. So set your things, man. Gaffer DG with the bowling. How would I rate my bowling skills? 5, 6. I'll smack up all of you lot at air hockey. I'll smack up 20% of you at pool. I'll move to 5 of you at table tennis. Yeah. Paintball, if you're not on my team, it'd be long. So, yeah. Who's going to break down the opposition and progress the ball from centre defence and mid when Partey's injured? These number 10s, Bear, we got or we're getting? I don't know, bro. Smith Rowe, the new Ozil. Come on. Emma Smith Rowe. Yo, DG, big up to you. Do you think Smith Rowe suits the current system? Worried he'll be sold for the right price. He suits the system. I'm not already sold. If he sold, we gas up the next guy. But, yeah, man, he's there, bro. He's calm, man. He's calm, man. He's calm. He could, man. Nah, Mount's not meaty. Mason Mount's not meaty. I think where he suffers from is he's seen a bit of as a teacher's pet. I do think at times he tries too hard, but if Mason Mount was stupid enough to say, I'm leaving Chelsea for Arsenal, I'm having that. I think I'll call him meaty and run some bants and that, but man. Mount is decent still, over decent. I like Mount a lot. Still think there's a lot to improve. Still think he tries that hero ball stuff too much, but I like Mason Mount as a baller, man. Bare of these guys got the bozo gene. It's cool, though. We need to replace Marie. Can't replace Meady. We just, yeah. I saw an article who said Zinchenko better than Kevin De Bruyne. I didn't click it, man. Leno over Turner, of course, but Leno's future or days appear numbered. Hey, DG, how you doing? Martins, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing better. What do you think about Tavares to Marcel? Wasn't happy with their antics with Saliba. Well, it doesn't appear that Tavares is keen on it, or for whatever reason, whether it's an Arsenal thing, Marseille thing, it seems like that's not done. I'd expect once Zinchenko is confirmed, and when our Edu and Arteta and his team pour a bit more energy into outgoings, we'll see a resolution over Tavares' future. Tavares might stay and be a benchman with 5 subs and that. You know, he could be a decent option when you just need a bit of chaos and come off the bench and stuff. The problem is there's not too many games over a 38-game calendar, that you need chaos. The Chelsea game at the Bridge, chaotic. West Ham United away, chaotic. Man United where he scored and gave away a penalty which Bruno missed, chaotic. Too often than not, it's not that. It was, and it can be chaotic for the wrong reasons. Anytime he's gone to Old Trafford, well, not that he's gone to many. I remember Old Trafford, Anfield, Palace, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, as I just said. He did do well against Chelsea by his own standards, but still, Kelas, you can't trust him away from. You can't barely trust Tavares at the Emirates, let alone away from home. I'm not trying to criticize him. It's just you make it harder to get 3 points. You're not ready right now. You need to go on loan. Either where you can become a certain player, or that money, that 8 million we spent, the initial outlay, that can turn into something mad or something, really. Big up Ballistic Balassi. What a name. That name always kills me. DG. Big Gabby Jesus looks promising for you. Like, I hear that. When will people learn Pepe isn't good enough? I think he's good enough to be a bench player rotation option, but we're at where we're at now. I'm tired of Pepe being a talking point, blood. I got a feeling we extended El Nene's contract due to Lokonga falling well below expectations. Big season for him to show he can handle and own the 6 role. Probably. I think there's some truth in that. Do you think Vieira can get some minutes tonight, and how excited are you about him? I do want to see what we do with Vieira, what we mold him into, what he can bring to the table. And obviously, we finally got a little Portuguese demon in it. I don't think he's going to be Bernardo Silva or Jota or that. But if he could do them sort of things, bring it in it. And I don't think he'll play today because it seems like he just got back in training. Hopefully, because that would mean he's ready to go. But yeah, man, I don't think we're going to see him, Smith Rowe, probably not Tomiyasu. And I am worried about Tomiyasu because I'm not being funny. We're starting the season in a bit, especially with Crystal Palace and the way they play. Tomiyasu wins a lot of first and second balls in the air. We're going to need that at Selhurst Park. You lot know nothing good comes out of South London, man. So we're going to need our players for half a chance. I'm never going to miss an opportunity for South London slander because you lot think you're too good, man. It's all banter. Shout out South London's finest and stylish because I know you two especially probably kissed your teeth. It's all, it's agenda. The agenda's got to agenda. Man said tell money. Is that a Hackney reference? If you know, innit? But yeah, it's Matthias Tell, but tell money. If you know, you know. I don't know about none of that. Hella chattings. Is that a challenge, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I'm kind of capping with the table tennis thing. I'm capping a bit with the table tennis ability, innit? Definitely, Dons will get dealt with at air hockey. No, bro, if I ever did the DG challenge, nah. And I'm not playing no one. If you've been jail, we're not playing pool together, innit? But bro, you're not ready, bro. You're not ready. You're not ready, bro. To be fair, it was Walker who said Zinchenko has better tech than Kevin De Bruyne. True, but certain man love capping. Big up Sir Alex Ferguson. He said Phil Jones could be Manchester United's most important player in their history. I'm sure Arsene Wenger's got a bunch of cap as well. We love the cap, man. It could be a little cap, man. I believe them. I believe Walker. You're training with Donny week in, week out. And I remember once there was a video released of City doing training, and I remember the City players, they were just taking one touch and pinging it to each other. And Zinchenko looked wavy at that, innit? But yeah, man. Listen, Smith Rowe just needs a clear run, man. I'm cool with him, man. I don't think it's a Wenger thing. Listen, South London's cool, man. The Jones are cool as well, man. Love for subscribing with Amazon Prime. I'm a cozy. I hope that ain't one of them Bandulu names where I've said some madness that's going to get clipped. Rob Holding out, yeah, he's there. Shout out South London, man. Stop it. You lot, stop it. This is why I said it. Because I knew you lot were going to get South London run it all. Oh, if it was so good, why the hell did Arsenal bust out and come to North? Allow it, man. Get over yourselves. You look like Americans, man. Allow it, bro. Even my cousin, South London, oh my God, we're amazing. Oh my God, South London. I'm from South. If I was to sit you all in a room and job interview, what's your interest in fact? Oh, I fought a shark. I'm left-handed. I'm from South London. Oh my God. Get the hell out of here, DG. Would you get a Saka tattoo if he scores the World Cup win? Allow me. That's the geezer banter. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I ain't even got no tats. I need to. John was saying I'll look good with them still, but you can't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. Look at this. Don't let me back off the top and that. No, I'm playing. Would you rather have Zinchenko or Bassi? Zinchenko still. I don't play no futsal, so I don't know, but could do a thing. Let's have a boxing match. Come on then. Where's the money, though? Put the money on the table, bro. Put the money on the table. I'm not boxing you for free. Bro, I used to make music vids for them Stokies when Tell Money responded with the Yags tune. If you know, you know. Right, you say you always made sure your camera came home, innit? Arsenal told Jeremy Lynch he was the best on the ball. Yeah, but Jeremy Lynch said that, bro. Everyone can start capping, bro. Nah, no South London girl did me dirty. If I'm honest, well, kind of dug a hole for myself. I'm not gonna cap. They're up there still. I get on with them. Like, I get on with them. East, you have my heart. Disclaimer. All entertainment, please. Allow me. Yeah, North, allow me. Like, West, I don't really come into contact with them, innit? But, yeah, man. You couldn't hack it here. Allow it. Oh. You mean to tell me I couldn't survive in London? If you can and you're commenting that, I'm pretty sure I'm cool, man. Like, listen, I'm 27 years of age. I can adapt to whatever surrounding, man. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Settle down, man. Bagel King is shit as well, blood. Like, the bro, Bagel, I was so vexed at my friend for driving all the way to bed. That's shit. I could go Stamford Hill for better shit. North is definitely not dead. You support Arsenal, blood. You support Arsenal, blood. That if you support Arsenal and you're from South, it's done, bro. If it's so good, then I knew it was time to cut. Saliba is one of the options for Barcelona if Conde doesn't come, bro. Show us the money, then, innit? Show us the money, can have whatever, but Bandili, man.